What's up, my pee-pee poo-poos? I'm sorry. That was a little rude to call you. Whatever. We're running a little late, which is fine. I don't have another appointment until at least 5 o'clock. Because I know I have a call at 5. And it's about 1:30, so we got plenty of time to smash this chest day. Oh, man. God damn, what's going on? Jeez, dude. Someone needs to make like a Chigel burping compilation, I swear to God. Anyways, I've been fucking cooped up all morning, so I'm kind of excited to get out of the house. I had to do my taxes this morning. If you guys are part of the Discord, you probably saw saw my tax guy. I took a picture of him. His name is Ken. Shout out Ken. He fucking hooks me up. Love him to death, dude. Because I tell you what, man, if you guys don't, and this is the thing, like, unless you work, you're self-employed or, you know, something along those lines, usually taxes are pretty easy for you guys. Like, I know it's stressful whenever you're doing it, but I promise you, if you think you're stressed out whenever you're doing your taxes, I mean, shit, there's people watching this that aren't even from America, so I don't know how it runs in y'all's country, but, if you stress out doing your taxes in America and you work a regular, you get your taxes taken out of your paycheck, yeah, I promise you, it's not that big of a deal. You're just worrying about how much money you're going to get paid back, right? For me, I'm figuring out how much money I've got to pay in. And I'm sitting there like, you really want to have your numbers crunched. Son of a bitch. One of the things I need to start doing, too, is I need to track my freaking my driving now. Keep forgetting that. There's a lot of stuff I need to do. So I think what I'm going to do is like, and this is kind of the way it is in my schedule anyways, but I think Wednesdays is like my designated like business expense day where I like crunch numbers and shit I fucking hate to do. But I would rather do it on a Wednesday than a Friday. And you know, it's a hump day anyway. No one really just loves Wednesday, but if you can get through it, we can make it. I just like to line up my days like that. Like the more I'm in a business and own my own business and live this entrepreneur lifestyle, dude, the more, I don't want to say it's less scary, right? Because that's something that I think a lot of people undermine in entrepreneurship. And I guess this is the same thing for being a YouTuber in general too, or a content creator. It's a very, I don't want to say safe, not safe, because it's not that it's not safe, it's just that it's not reliable, if that makes sense. Like, you know, you can kind of, if you work at like a Walmart, for example, you can pretty much guarantee every week or two you're going to get a paycheck that's roughly the same based off of how much work you put out. I could be working all day for, you know, let's say a 12-hour day, because that's typically how my days go. If you consider like everything I do pretty much work, which it is, you know, I could make nothing. You know, that's how it goes. That's just how it goes. So, when it comes to your taxes, you want to really make sure everything's kind of nicked in the butt, which I'm doing better. Something I'm getting more familiar with is just, you know, honestly, delegating a lot of the work off to other people. So, you know, one thing I'll be doing here soon is actually working on getting a LLC and then an S Corp. And that was kind of the stuff me and my tax guy had a discussion about. But anyways, that's all boring shit. Why are we even talking about that? That's what I had to deal with today, man. That's what I mean. I'm tired of it. I don't have to think about that anymore. I just gotta pay the money, which is a lot of fucking money, by the way. It's a lot more than you would assume, okay? I'm not gonna tell y'all how much I had to turn back in. We're gonna say it is thousands, okay? It is, that's just how that shit works. It's rough. But it's fine. That's how it goes. We know how it runs. The more you do it, the easier it gets. That's what I'll say. But anyways, we are here. The agenda for the day is definitely, I think I told y'all yesterday, I want to get used to using the Smith machine a little bit more. So I'm thinking some kind of Smith machine. It's either Smith machine or I kind of want to do, I'll be honest, I kind of want to do some incline dumbbell press. Incline dumbbell press is kind of calling my name. So we might actually we're starting with one of the two, but I think we're going to do both regardless. So let me get inside, get warmed up, and then we'll get after it. All right, well, I guess we're going with incline presses. God, out of anything that's getting me right now, it's my freaking knees, which is surprising. But it's honestly, I think it's my hammies. I don't know. I just need to keep paying attention to that. What we'll do is I'll spend a lot of time stretching these babies out today. And I'll probably do some kickboxing, but like real light. I might not even pop the gloves on just because I don't want to go too hard on them. Those kicks can be good for figuring out what's going on with your legs, but they can also really tear your knees up if you're not careful. So I really am just like going through the motions and just seeing what's feeling tight. Right now, it's just like, it really feels like when I hinge like this, which makes sense because we did 505 for shrugs yesterday, and you have to deadlift that up. So I'd imagine that's probably what it is, just all that pressure. But we're doing 110s. I just did a set for 8, and that last 8 was pretty shaky. So if I can get at least 5 to 8, keep a range with it. But if we can get 5 to 8, I'll be happy with that. And we're going to try and get as many as we can before we like gas out. And then with whatever's left in the tank, we'll go do some either Smith machine or something. But this is the heaviest I've used in a long time on these. So as long as they're heavy, I need to get my shit straight. My brain straight. I feel like I'm gonna pop puke. I feel like I'm gonna pop puke. There we go. These, if you guys ever wonder why I'm doing this, I guess y'all can't see what I'm doing, but these dumbbells have a little bit of a slant in them, believe it or not. They actually are really great for grip. All right, get my mind straight. Okay, we got them up. Step 1 complete. Whew. I feel like I need a little bit more water. That's okay. We'll get some after this set. After this set, all the water in the world. Almost didn't get that up. I got that one up pretty easy considering that fucking setup. Damn. Ugh. God. It's just handling the damn weight. I need straps. Like, good God. Anyways, we'll give it a fat fucking break on this one, and then I might just try and I'm gonna really try and go for 8 reps on this. Like I said, I feel like we could have gotten more if I hadn't fucked up that startup. Remind me next time we have a back day too. I guess tomorrow. But tomorrow I want to get some one-arm rows in because I did some probably about a week and a half ago, and I really fucking like them. I just keep forgetting to do them. And honestly, I need to do so. If I can press these, I definitely can row these. No doubt. I have rowed these. So I don't know what the next weight goes up to. I think it might be 120s. But I'm just going to have to play around and we'll have to get around to it and see what happens. I'll record it tomorrow. That's definitely going to be one of the, we do arms and traps. So I think, I don't want to start with that, but like, I also do. We'll probably make it like our second exercise or something. Oh, I'm procrastinating. Okay. I got to get up there better this time. That was atrocious that first time. None of the other sets look like that, by the way. Yep. Oh. Okay. Okay. This side first. Right side first. Focus. There we go. Whew. Whew. Okay. Hey, that's 2 more than the last set. I'll take it. Oh my God. That's a lot for the nervous system. Okay. I'm gonna catch my breath for a second, but I definitely want to get in some Smith machine. We might do Smith machine actually next time. It's nice and compound. I kind of want to get a fly variation in, so let me go looking around. All right, we'll do a pose out after these. I feel pretty. I feel like the energy's there. I am definitely feeling like a tightness in my side. I don't know if it's a tightness or a weakness. It's not hurt. I know that. I know I need to pay attention to it. But it's definitely like an overtraining type of sensation. So I just need to pay attention. That means tomorrow we need to keep it more. We're still going to hit, arms, but we're going to keep it probably high volume, very low weight, which really is, I like doing that for arms every once in a while anyways, just because like one, it's going to be a good deload, but two, it helps me just hit different angles that I'm not usually hitting. I can really go for burnouts and, honestly, I'll enjoy doing that for arms. That shouldn't be a problem. Only issue is the the only issue I was thinking of is like the shoulders. I'm still wanting to really add some mass to, but we just do some seated like side raises and rear delt flies. I mean, why not? I mean, that's not going to be I don't need to do a lot of weight for that, and it's relatively especially if I do them seated. I think as long as I do most of my exercises seated tomorrow, I should be fine. But that does mean one arm rows are off the table. But I went and hit some like single arm cable like across the body. I guess you can call them flies, just to kind of get that upper chest working right in here. But I wasn't loving them. Mainly the reason I wasn't loving them though is because I could feel this thing tightening up when I was doing this side. So that's why we moved over here. And so I've been spamming these for like 6-7 sets. We're probably going to do 2 more sets. And then I think we're going to rock on over to just do some flat bench press, like regular bench. I want to be a good like end to the workout. I'll probably hit one more fly variation after this. But like I said, we're really just keeping it medium weight right now. I'm just paying attention to the, we went heavy. We went very fucking heavy just a second ago for a lot of sets. Like I didn't record them all. That was the thing. Like we recorded 2 of them. I think I got, I don't know. We definitely did at least one more like set of 8 without recording any of them with the 110s. And I don't think I've ever used the 110s before for incline press like that. So, I'm not worried about that part. And then we did a set of 5 and then we did a set of 7. So, total that's 20 reps at 110. We're good, And so we'll spam out and burn out on some bench press. I'll probably hit some flies. And then we'll call it. Like I said, we'll just need to pay attention to this. I can't just be spamming stuff if I got certain parts of my body acting up. But again, if we start becoming too big of an issue, let's add in another yoga day. I know we need to, so that's probably coming up. I don't have to rest long for these. I'm not even doing a lot of weight. So we're just going to rock these out. Again, just going volume here. As long as I'm and by the way, y'all, my fucking traps are destroyed from yesterday. That 505 shrug for 12. And then we did it again for like, I think 8. It's just a lot. Man, those are feeling good today, though. The flies, especially the pec deck always feels good, but especially today, like they're feeling very, very nice. Anyways, I think that's what we're going to do. I think I'm going to go pose out, get some more fly variations, and then we'll hit out bench press. And knock this out real fast, real quick. We know the next week's going to be real fat chase, so that's okay. I'm not too worried about it. Last week on 1500, so we'll take what we can get. And hopefully it's main gain city, God, like right in here, I can feel it. I got a good chest pump today, though. Goodness.
Whew. The mirror I'm looking at's a little warped, so it's hard for me to actually see what y'all are seeing, but it looks good to me. God, that lat's even pumped up a little bit. And that arm. I mean, the pump's delicious today. I don't know if I want to use that adjective. Delicious was a little weird. That one looks good. Woo! Yeah, it's pumped up, dude. I'm telling y'all, that pec deck was like just on point today. And I think the incline press, it's really helping pump some blood in there. I don't know, maybe those flies that I was doing, like I was taking the cable, it was turned away. It was coming up like, next time I'll record some, but you can feel it just tighten up right here when I do that. So I was just going boom like that. Try not to curl in, but like that. We'll get some in next time. Woo. It's pretty good, man. Really can't complain at all. Which side's good? This side? Yeah, it's looking decent. It's just, all this, but again, now that I know the game plan, remain gaining after this week, it'll be fine. Yeah, straight in there. I feel like the serratus on this side needs work too, because you can really see it on this side. The other one's a little bit weaker, but I think if we just keep working on it, Actually, this side's really tight as well. I also doubled my creatine intake too. I think that was something I was missing. I was doing that before during the cut, and I really wasn't doing that as much now, which I really should have. But I think that'll make a big difference. Just double up on the creatine. And guys, you will be fine if you double up on creatine. Like, you're completely safe taking creatine unless you're just not drinking enough water. Like, obviously, that's a dehydration issue. Easily fixed just by drinking some more water. But you can take a lot of creatine. Like, I'm fairly certain that, like, right now, last time I looked at the studies, they're doing studies right now giving the old people like 40 to 50 grams. I think, yeah, 40 to 50 grams of creatine a day for dementia-related stuff. So that's one of the studies they're looking at right now. That actually looks relatively lean. They're looking to see how creatine affects our brain health and how it can actually prevent stuff like Parkinson's disease, dementia, Alzheimer's. So, like I said, that is huge on my bucket list. I'm not trying to fucking get any of those. So, not only that, but obviously the muscle gains, strength gains. Like, there's no reason you shouldn't be taking creatine, for real. God, that is just one hell of a fucking pump. I'm so happy with that. I also kind of just like this pose, though. I was never a fan of this before, but now that I can do it, most muscular. Okay. There's another, chin exercise I need to work on, too. Just tucking my chin back. That chest is really starting to develop. I just need to get that anterior pelvic tilt in line, thoracic mobility. Yeah, everything looks pretty good today. It's a good day. It's a good lifting day. I can just feel like the aches from, just not giving myself nearly as many rest days as I did during the cut. Which again, we're fed now, so I think my body can relatively handle it. God, even my biceps feel tight. But, like I said, tomorrow, gonna gauge things out a little bit more. If I feel like we need to before our next leg day, we'll go ahead and do a yoga day. But I think we'll be okay as long as I keep things relatively light. Like, we did squats last time, so I think we can get away with the leg day doing leg press and stuff. but probably before our next like squat or deadlift day, or even like the shark pit. We need a shark pit day, really. We haven't done one of those in a minute. But before any of that, we need to probably have a yoga day. So that's coming up, but I'll let you guys know about that ahead of time. But I'm going to go get ready for some bench press because we ain't done yet. Not only do we need to go do bench press, but I also got to hit abs after this. So fun stuff. And man, this side thing's really bugging me. I don't know. Again, I don't feel like it's hurt. It just feels weak. It's making me super self-conscious about it. So we're just going to finish out with like 2 more sets of like 8 to 12-ish. We'll see how it's feeling. It's just the reason I'm so nervous because this is the exact thing that twinged my psoas last time. So I'm really trying to pay attention to make sure I'm not arching my back too much. But the weight's not too bad. It's honestly like probably more like a medium. Yeah, medium to heavy. So we'll probably be able to get 12. Let's see how it's feeling. Just gotta be careful, man. If I feel any kind of anything, I'm gonna let it back down. I'm gonna take this off. This is good. I'm taking y'all off too. Just my nerve. I don't know if y'all saw that. It went in my back. It was something in my hand felt funny. Like, the weight actually felt really light. Like, I was feeling good, and then I felt it in my hand. I was like, wait a minute. It almost feels like it almost feels like a knot released, honestly. Which would be good. I don't know. Getting in my own head, man. It's just fucking give myself a good rest here, and then we'll go again and finish it up. I kind of want to get in some seated horizontal chest press as well. I can't help it. I can't freaking help it. And again, just seated just because I can feel it. I feel like I can pop some shit out here. Let's grab this one more go. If I feel my hand acting up, we'll do a drop set real quick. But the last thing I want is, what worries me is like I don't want to be down there and then like something goes out in this, and then I start going, whoa! It's just fucking, it's a mess. But okay, let me take this off. Let me concentrate. We'll get this. Okay. It just feels funky, man. Just getting on my, that's why I want to go do that horizontal press, really get this done. But I'm not mad at it. I just need to really start paying attention to my hands. I think there's a knot in there or something. I don't know. I just want to make sure I don't fuck anything up in there. I'm getting in my own head, man. I know I am. That doesn't feel super heavy. It just feels like a lot of pressure right there. I mean, a simple fix really is just put on some wrist straps, you know, and I got those. We'll do that next time. Like if we max out, I still don't know what my bench max is, but I do think we could get a couple reps at 315 easily at this point. More than that probably, you know. I haven't been throwing that on there because we do such higher volume. We never do like 5x3s or anything like that. We always do at least a 5x5, but or at least 5 reps. But we'll kind of think about that. You know, I say that we did that with the Smith machine. but that doesn't really count, you know. But anyways, I want to finish this up, and I guess I'll see y'all in the car.
All right, we are done with this chest day. And like that, I don't think I turned it all the way. But anyways, solid chest day. Jesus, bro. It's one of those days where I'm real fucking tired after the gym, which is a good sign. We really weren't in there for very long. We were in there for maybe hour and a half, 2 hours, which, you know, that was a typical timing for a chest day. I'm getting better about recording the extra content in between and learning how that's done and stuff. So yeah, man, I feel like we're getting very efficient with this stuff, and we're posting more on TikTok than we ever have before. Or we're posting more short form content than we ever have before. I still need to post more on YouTube. In fact, I've been kind of a little bit, not to say I'm putting YouTube on the backside or anything, but I'm definitely, it's not my #1 platform I'm focusing on. I'll tell you that. Really, TikTok is, man. I'm not gonna lie. This is just for the vlogs and obviously keeping up with you guys, and it's a different it's a different way of me attacking it. I'm still posting, you know, it's up there. But TikTok is a pretty big part of my business. So, you know, YouTube is too, but TikTok to a way more degree. So I've been really trying to pump that stuff out. And I just think it helps boost the YouTube up too. Like, that's how we're gonna find, like, you know, people to join the Chigel train and whatnot. So, you know, we went from, part of the reason, I don't know if you guys are following me on TikTok, but part of the reason, if you guys have noticed, I've been doing a little bit more gaming stuff again. Which some of you are very excited about. I'm sure some of you don't give a shit about it, and some of you are probably in between, and I'm really looking for you guys who are in between, I'll be honest. I'm just trying to kind of narrow down my niche, if that makes sense, when it comes down to my content creation. And my niche is a power builder who likes to play video games, you know? So that's still pretty broad, but I think it's niche. You know, I think it's a definite group of people who like to lift weights and play video games. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to narrow down into and make content more towards that. So now I'm posting, you know, gaming content, fitness content, and we're gonna see how that goes, man. Honestly, I'm posting more than I ever have before, and I'm enjoying it more than I ever have before. You know, when it comes down to the content, sometimes it can feel like a job when I'm just doing the fitness stuff, because not that I don't enjoy making the fitness stuff, I enjoy making the gaming and comedy type stuff a little bit more, just because it's a little bit less serious. And I do so much serious stuff all the time, you know what I mean? Like the lifting and being a coach and stuff like that. I like to have that extra comedy aspect. Plus, it also gives you guys an idea of like who I really am, rather than just having this like persona. You know, I really play video games and I really work out all the time, and that's about fucking it, dude. And I create content and I coach. That's about it, you know? It's a little bit more complicated than that, but when it comes down to it, you know, that's the main basis of everything I do. My entire life is exercise, video games, coaching. So yeah, man, it's just one of those things, giving you guys a little bit more of an insight on how I do things. But we'll see how it goes. I really hope it ends up actually being a huge plus for the business, and a huge plus for growing our community and stuff. I think it's going to be a big thing, but only time will tell. But as far as post-workout meal, I actually have some quote-unquote protein pancakes. Protein waffles. But the reason I say quote-unquote is because I don't really like to count that type of protein. It's more of like a... one thing I look at is, like, if it doesn't have a percentage base, like if you look on the back and you see how many grams of protein there is, if there's not a percentage sign next to that, at least in America, I don't really like counting that as a source of protein. Not that I don't, but like it's definitely not probably a complete source of protein, or it's been pumped up full of nitrogen, which if you guys don't know, that's something that some protein, you know, when people want to slap the term protein on something to make it like a sales thing, you know, for example, like protein waffles, you know, why else would I be getting those waffles if they weren't protein waffles? Otherwise I would just buy waffles, you know. Like if you're going to advertise with like protein on your thing, they check that shit. And one way to kind of mess with the readings, you know, because obviously they need to know how many grams of protein's in there. One way to mess with that and increase that number is to pump it full of nitrogen, because protein's the only macronutrient that we eat that has nitrogen in it. So that's how they figure that stuff out. And so if you pump it full of nitrogen, it's going to read a higher amount of protein, but it's going to be stuff like incomplete proteins and stuff like that. So it's not something we really want to get stuck on. But anyways, that being said, I'm only eating a few of them, and I'm eating like, I think at the end of the, I already have everything tracked for the day. I think I'm going to end up getting like 275 grams of protein. So we will be set. The only other thing I'm missing, man, is I really need to focus on more sleep, I think. I think the sleep has been lacking a little bit, and that's my fault. No one's fault but my own, but we'll get it taken care of. We'll get it, I hope. I always say that. One thing that's fucking getting me is that fucking eating in the middle of the night, man. I'm tracking the calories the next morning. It's just like, I don't know why. Something in my brain goes, no, it's okay to do it now. Like, I know you told yourself you couldn't, but now it's this time and you can now. Like, and I don't feel bad about it until after I get done doing it. It's so fucking crazy. It's like an out-of-body experience. But I think the little psychological trick I'm going to do is I'm going to close my bathroom, or close my bedroom door. I have a bedroom that's connected to a bathroom. I'm going to bring my water in there, and I just know if I wake up, I can't leave the room, you know? I think small stuff like that, it really does help. Like, because you go, when you start kind of going, you go like, well, what? It's a pattern interrupt, you know what I mean? So you go, well, why is that door closed? Oh yeah, because I'm not supposed to fucking leave the room. But anyways, I'm gonna go home and eat. So I still gotta edit a video for you guys, get that shit out to you guys. So that'll be out soon. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for tomorrow's arm day. Peace out. Have a good day.